see here. And yeah, I think we're live right there. And it'll show up here. Let me double check. Yep. Yeah, you see this right here? This is the internet right here. Like we're live there. And actually, let me try this. Let me see this if this works. Let's see here. Now, this is what you want to look at. See this right here? So what does that say?
Viewers, okay.
It's 0.
Yeah.
That's going to let us know how many people we have. Mm-hmm. This is the master number. This counts everybody from everybody. Like, so let me see. Let me see what happens if I go to my YouTube channel.
Eddie Z.
What channel am I on? Let me see. All right. Let's start. Let's see what we got. Okay, look, so I'm live on YouTube. Okay.
How do we share that?
Yeah, if you want to share it, you go to share.
Yeah. But then like share
and then copy the link and post it wherever you want.
Okay.
Like you could post this, I guess, I don't know, to your Facebook or Instagram or whatever.
Okay.
So the channel I'm on YouTube is vector_shot. Sorry. So vector shot.
Want to send it to me just on my cell phone? Is this a link?
Yeah, this is my work phone. So let me show you.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. Copy link. And yeah, unlock your phone. All right, hold on. And let me do this. Actually, no, just tell me your phone number.
916.
Hold on. Just put it down. Don't say it out loud. Just put it in.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I got it. Let's try this again. Share. Message. Mm-hmm. And yeah, put in your number. Let's see if that works.
Original story. And when the reviews rolled in, he called critics morons and blind dogs. The result? $16 million at the box office against a $90 million
budget. I'll put the volume
budget.
down. But yeah, we can see here. So this is what
At the
everybody.
time, Mars Needs More held the title for the worst box office return of any Disney movie ever made. They spent $150 million on
it says
a
two
motion capture
viewers.
movie that looked
One of those
like
viewers is
straight out of the Uncanny
another person.
Valley.
Who knows who it is?
Seth Green played the lead kid, but they dubbed over his voice as a child actor, which threw off the lip sync and made everything feel even creepier.
I see that.
All right, guys.
The film crashed with
Let
less
me
than 40 million at the box.
pause that. This is uncharted territory for me. This is usually a gaming channel. So we are trying our hand at... One of the things I've always wanted to do is have a movie podcast channel, because I have a lot to say when it comes to movies and shit. And I was and me and my boy Oscar, we've had this idea to have a podcast, because we do this shit at the bar. We just sit at the bar for hours talking about fucking movies.
Yep.
And I'm like, dude, we should just put this on a podcast and just continue where we left off.
Absolutely.
You know?
Especially when we have so much, you know so much. We could talk about so much. So.
Well, I mean, you equally know a lot that I don't know. Like, you know a lot of the music side of it. You know more about music than I ever could. And like you integrate the music part of it too as well. Like, oh, and also the Mexican heritage and culture that you know about. All this shit's crazy.
Yeah, I'm a cinephile for sure. And
why is this not working?
we know a lot of people out there like talking about movies and their favorite quotes and whatnot. So yeah, this is why we're doing it, man.
Why is this not switching? What's going on?
Movies.
Well, we got a little technical difficulty. Why is it not changing? So that worked. Let's go back to the couch cam. And let's go to... Okay, so now... So I can switch it on here. But why is it not working here? The iPad stopped working. That's fine. I'll just reset it.
That's cool.
So let me double check. Let me reset this thing. So right now we're watching a YouTube, like a Watch Mojo shit, on like the top worst movies like per year in a sense. And I think we're at 2011, and they're talking about Mars Needs Moms.
Box office. Time magazine estimated the loss at $140 million in 2012 dollars, about $191 million today.
Okay, now it works.
Disney shut down Robert Zemeckis' Image Movers studio immediately afterward.
So we're live. This is it.
That's really great.
Yeah, we're live. This is
John Carter was supposed to launch a
as I said, like I can make this
franchise.
better. I can put the green
What
screen
they got
behind us. I can
instead
do
was
this.
one
I
of
can
the
do that. I
biggest
can put
box
better
office
lighting.
disasters in studio
So,
history.
but this
we gotta
is
share
what,
with people,
concept
get
is
people
already
they can
hard to
watch.
sell.
Yeah.
Civil War veteran wakes up on Mars and finds himself in the middle of a war between 10-foot tall
Ways
aliens.
of the web.
The marketing was a complete mess. No one knew what the movie was even about.
all right, hold on, I gotta tell you about this.
Wakes
one.
up studio history. The concept is already hard to sell.
263
Civil War veteran wakes up on Mars and finds himself
So
in the middle of
they actually spent over $300 million because what they don't mention about John Carter is that, and it's also most movies don't say this. Like you go to IMDb and they show you, okay, budget $110 million.
Yeah.
Put another $100 million on it because it's usually like another $100 million for marketing. So here's the thing. I actually had high hopes for John Carter. Like I actually liked this movie for what it's worth.
Yeah.
I could see why it sucked. You know, like especially like it was, but they put a lot of work into it. Like Willem Dafoe like playing like an alien, and he's going Virginia, like
really?
he's like all this
Willem
shit.
Dafoe was in it?
Yeah,
Oh,
he played an
shit.
alien, and
Was it just him and his face?
no, he was doing motion capture, but he was standing on stilts.
That's awesome.
So, but the thing about John Carter is that it's based off of I think it was Edward Rice Burroughs or whatever. If anybody knows in the chat, but it's based off of an old novel or series of novels from an author who inspired Star Wars, who inspired this. So the author of John Carter is like the book, the origins, the story is actually really important because so many sci-fi novelizations and franchises took ideas from John Carter. Because the full name of
this is supposed to be the one.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Like the full title of the book, I believe, was called John Carter of Mars. But here's one of the problems, which makes me like scratch my head when it comes to movies, right? This movie cost like $300 million to make. The director was Brad Bird. Okay? Brad Bird directed Finding Nemo. He was already like an Oscar-winning director in like the Pixar world, but he never directed a live-action theatrical movie before this one. So that's one of my problems. I'm saying, listen, Disney, we understand Brad Bird is your boy, and he did really good work with like all your Pixar animated movies, but don't give him a $300 million movie as his first endeavor in live action. Mm-hmm. He directed animated movies. So I'm just like, what were you thinking? Like, why did you give him this?
Money.
Now that's
what they were thinking. Somehow that was a big part of the equation. That's for sure.
I guess he had a lot of pull, of course, because he was making Disney tons of money with all the with Finding Nemo and this and that. I think he did Up as well. I don't know. He did a bunch of shit.
Up is a masterpiece. Up is a, you know what? Let me tell you a little quick story about Up. When it came out, we liked it, you know, and it was like, well, that's a good movie, but whatever, everybody's busy. It was Alejandro, my son, my firstborn.
Yeah.
He was like 1 year old. I'm not like 1.5.
Yeah, he was old. Like shit.
And he was all about this movie, and I was like, what does he see that we don't see? And it was his first favorite movie, dude. And because of that, we ended up watching it, and we're like, holy smokes, this is better than we thought. Turns out to win Best Fucking Picture.
Yeah, one off, yeah.
Picture. That's crazy.
Yeah, Up did really.
Kids be smarter than you think, man. They know, they see things that you probably don't.
I also like how a lot of people were saying like Up like has more emotion with no words being spoken in the first like opening when it shows him like with his wife and shit.
Yeah.
And they said like they did a better job there than most movies can do the whole
movie.
Yeah, it's like come on.
Dude, it was actually a masterpiece. It really was. Fuck yeah.
And
wow.
The other issue was what was I gonna say? So not only did John Carter have a problem with the director, it was a first time director for live action. I believe the marketing director, the person who was in charge of marketing, quit.
Oh shit.
So like
Why?
they wasted like I don't know, like some bullshit happened. And like I guess they lost $22 million worth of marketing, potential because the guy who was in charge just like quit. So like they had nobody to do it. Like they marketed the movie like shit.
It's a big business, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what people are like, why don't you just go and become like, dude, this is a fucking business. And they make mistakes too.
Yeah.
So,
and also,
if
like,
you ever had a failure or a flop or something in your life, and you don't lose 200, 300 million, you're going to be all right.
I felt that also, like, his powers and how he was depicted in this movie was lopsided. Because on one end, like, he's, like, jumping, like
that fucking
like,
high
super
right there,
high.
yeah.
Like, he can jump over a building. He can punch a person like Superman and kill him in one punch. But then, like, another scene, like, regular soldier guards will grab him and be like, hey, you're under arrest. He'd be like, oh, shit, you got me. And I'm like, dude, you could pick up a house.
Throw the fucking guy
like, dude, like, in the other scene, you were strong enough to pick up, like, a freaking, like, truck. Like, he picks up a boulder. And does some crazy shit. Okay. And then, like, the next scene, the soldiers arrest him. I'm like, how?
Yeah, and those are directorial.
Yeah, it's continuity.
It's
continuity.
I mean, directors have to be seeing it and be like, that doesn't work.
Oh, excuse me, got a cough I'm dealing with.
A war between 10-foot-tall aliens. The marketing was a complete mess.
And it had a good cast. I like the cast.
Test screenings.
And I love how the girl in the movie just constantly had the biggest cleavage the whole time.
Really?
She had her boobs like pushed like she was wearing like a belly dancer bra the whole time, where like the boobs were just up to here the whole time.
It was supposed to be a trilogy. What they got was a second quarter write-down of $200 million.
Damn.
That's another thing. That's another thing. I almost want to make that a category of. Hold on. How many movies? Like one shot wonders.
Yeah.
Have you that you can remember that clearly wanted to be the trilogy and failed? Like you watch it and you're like, they want to make this a trilogy.
Yeah.
And they're not going to. Like this is one of them, John Carter. The other one that comes to mind, that immediately comes to mind, is Aragon. That fantasy one with Jeremy Irons.
Yeah.
And he can like talk to dragons. And Rachel Weisz plays the dragon Safina.
I'm trying to do another like Lord of the Rings type.
Yeah, well that's what they're trying to do. That movie
shit.
came out trying to ride the lightning from Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. It was coming out around the same time when those two movies were like in charge of everything. Like getting all the attention. And
it looked great.
It was fun. I watched that movie for one reason only. Jeremy Irons. I love Jeremy Irons. The guy, like, I loved him in the horrible movie Dungeons and Dragons that came out in the 90s. Because
he's always great,
he overacted that movie like crazy. Like, that he was paying his mortgage with that paycheck. And that movie was god awful. Like, Dungeons and Dragons had the budget of a Power Rangers episode. And it was so bad. But if you watch the movie, the beginning when he's doing the spells, Jeremy Irons plays like the evil sorcerer. He's like, yes, the dragon, I have the scepter. And he's like having an orgasm, grabbing the scepter. He's like, the power. Ah. And I'm like, dude, he is getting paid, isn't he? And he knows it sucks. He's like, this movie is trash. but I'm gonna act the fuck out of it.
That's
You know what he
that's
did?
how you know a great actor.
He did the same thing in that movie, in Dungeons and Dragons, which came out like in 92, 93 or something. He did the same shit in that movie that Raul Julia did in Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
Horrible
I was thinking
movie,
the same thing.
But Raul Julia was like,
his ass off. I'm gonna make this shit.
I'm gonna make the money on this. They're gonna remember me. that's
Who was
the
it?
thing.
It was Philip Hoffman Seymour. He said something about
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Philip Seymour Hoffman. He
The
said
one who
something.
died of heroin overdose. Yeah, he played one of the best Mission Impossible villains.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And Capote. I mean,
Oh,
shit.
Capote. Well, he got an Oscar for Capote.
Fucking incredible.
Yeah, he got an Oscar for Capote.
Yeah.
And I also love seeing movies where actors started off where it's like, hey, that's Philip Seymour Hoffman before he became Philip Seymour Hoffman. And the movie that I have for that, not to cut you off, was Twister. He was in the movie Twister.
He was in Twister?
Yeah. Remember
Was
the fat white guy who was like, food.
Yeah, that was him?
That's Philip Seymour Hoffman. But
Holy
I had
shit. But you didn't know him before.
I didn't. I knew how I know I didn't know him back then because I had this like weird Mandela effect. The whole time I thought that was Jack Black.
It would kind of fit.
And then I rewatched it as an adult, and I was like, "That's Philip Seymour Hoffman in Twister." So, but anyway, go ahead. So, what you're
Holy
saying?
shit! I did not know
Yeah,
that.
but what you're saying?
He just said that what does it take to be a great actor? He's like, doesn't matter how shitty the role is, you act your fucking ass off.
Oh yeah.
It says more about you than whatever. And
No,
people will remember,
correct.
And people, like you said right now, people will remember if it's a shitty movie, but if you did a great job,
Oh, yeah.
So they're like, oh shit, that's true.
And that's the thing is that like I remember, the quality of the performance because I feel like I'm a mature enough like movie watcher where I can watch a shit sandwich and still say, hey, but the cheese was delicious.
Right, yeah.
The cheese was good. Everything else of the sandwich sucked. But hey, I could see where like the guy who made the cheese, he was on top of it.
Yeah.
The sandwich sucked.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt like, again, like with movies like Dungeons and Dragons or Street Fighter, where I'm like, the movie's a shit sandwich, but Raul Julia.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like Blue Beetle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was
George Lopez.
Yeah, and there was great. He almost ruined
He
that.
almost ruined the movie, dude.
Yes, I said it because it's true.
Well, I mean,
there's
he was
great moments like when he has the intimate moment with the kid, and I was like, that's a great.
But he was an
scene right there,
overpriced. He was an I'll say it right here.
Yeah.
He was an overpriced, one-dimensional Mexican comedic relief, and he was overpriced because you know that he demanded George Lopez price.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could have gotten another
somebody else
semi-popular.
Definitely did better pot.
Where it's just like, hey, we need you to play a one-dimensional funny Mexican.
Yeah.
That's it. And like I'm just thinking, like, who could have done it? Who's like not like as big as George Lopez? Like,
there's gotta be this.
Like, even like a comedian, like a stand-up comedian who does like like Mexican comedy or whatever. Put him on the movies. It's like you have a couple of lines and you're one-dimensional.
Yeah.
You're just the comic relief. You don't have any depth.
Just do your job good. It's all written in. But I mean, even that movie was like, it was great in certain moments. But then like the whole family makes me strong, repeating it over and over and over again. And then some scenes were just really weak. But like you remember the strong parts. Overall, it was a really good movie. You just wish that they would just get rid of
I feel
corny,
that like
cheesy,
he
parts,
made the movie too cartoony for me. Like I remember the part where like homeboy, the main character, the kid, like steals the truck, steals the Tacoma, and they go like, "Hey George, he took the taco. He took the taco," and he grabs his chest and has like a heart attack and falls on the ground and just like squirms. Yeah. I'm like, the fuck, dude, what is this? Yeah. It's a joke.
Yeah. No,
Universal spent $175 million on a samurai epic, then decided the story wasn't exciting enough, so they added a witch, a demon deer, and a CGI dragon. They called it a fantasy action adventure and aimed it squarely at global teens. The result, 47 Ronin, one of the most miscalculated flops of the decade.
Wow.
What's disappointing about that movie with me is the fact that when I saw trailers for it and I saw the cast, like it has Keanu Reeves, Hiroki Sanada. It had the freaking the Japanese girl from Pacific Rim. She played the evil witch.
Oh, it was her?
Yeah. Okay. And it had other people, but like when I saw the trailer for 47 Ronin, I was like, dude, this is what I want. Mm-hmm. I want like Japanese samurai fantasy, epic with Keanu Reeves at the helm. Like, it's one of those movies where I feel like on paper it probably looked great.
Yeah.
On paper, you're like, let's make it. Here's the money. But you watch it, it flopped. It has like a fucking like wimpy ending, just
Even it looks grainy too,
Yeah.
like the quality, like it looks grainy.
yeah. I feel
It
like the
doesn't look
special
sharp, I mean, you got swords in there. I think the look should look sharp.
yeah the special effects feel like they're dated too,
Like
and
Mortal Kombat 90s.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah.
but part of that was the movie didn't know what it wanted to be.
Yeah, they just said it like they had to start adding shit.
Yeah. Like in the beginning, it makes it seem like, okay, he's a half-breed outcast because he plays like a half Japanese, half Gaijin or some bullshit, half white boy, half Japanese. And it becomes like this like feudal Japan samurai honor, samurai lore, and it's him like, progressing and getting to a point of acceptance. But then they're like, okay, let's just put in like dragons and special effects and all that stuff. Okay, cool. You're having fun with that stuff? It's fantasy? Okay, now let's take it away again. And let's go back to the somber Japanese. Like, it wants to be Last Samurai.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the whole time.
And that's one of my
that.
favorite movies. I don't care what people say. I love Last Samurai. But I felt like the problem with 47 Ronin, to say it simply, is that it was a Japanese movie that samurai movie that would jump from Lord of the Rings to the Last Samurai. It would go from the Last Samurai to Lord of the Rings and then back to Last Samurai. And it's like, well, which way you want to go? You want to go fantasy or you want to
Obviously it didn't
go
work
samurai
very well.
drama? Samurai drama or fantasy? Like,
Any
there's
sex scenes in there?
no, not really. There's
There
like
you go. That's
yeah.
another mistake.
Yeah. That's if you're
They're not gonna fuck with.
if your movie's failing,
you gotta put
add some tits. Like, put some sex in it. It's like oh shit. Bring in the tits.
Come on,
Like, let's go.
improvise a sex scene. Come on, everybody.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition!
No, I gotta find like a sex sound effect. Okay, yeah. Hey, the movie sucks.
Yeah.
You gotta add some fucking.
I'm about to make a name for myself.
Oh, I'm gonna make a name for myself.
But yeah.
That was disappointing though, because
But
it's
yeah.
Keanu Reeves. But the good thing that at least they went from that to John Wick. Was John Wick already out before this?
I want to say the first one was
First
out.
one was that, yeah.
I think he did this.
They're like, let's
Legends
is
take
based
that
on
success and
well-known-
see if we can.
So 47 Ronin came out in 2013.
13. It had to have already come out.
When did we have 3 people watching? Maybe someone can tell me what year John Wick came out before I find it on the
I
internet.
want to say it's right before. It has to be.
So let me see here.
I don't know. Or right after. Or right after.
John Wick, the first one, 2014.
Right after.
So he did John Wick right after this.
So all that
Or
he learned
it was
and used-
released. Or they could have been made. He could have made them at the same time.
Sure. Yeah.
Because don't forget about the shelving. There's a lot of movie shelving
Yeah.
that happens
Yeah.
where studios, production companies, and whatnot, they fuck around too much. Like, for example,
Like Pluto Nash, they were talking about they showed
Yeah.
it for 2 years and then they didn't know what to do with it.
one of the god-awful
That'd
movies...
be nice, man. You get paid, even if the movie sucks. I got paid.
Oh, yeah.
I got my money and I got my house.
Like, a good example is...
Fuck the movie. Not cool, but it happens.
What was... Oh, the reboot. The horrible reboot of Red Dawn. Remember the
Yeah,
Patrick
yeah,
Swayze
yeah,
movie?
yeah.
They rebooted it with Chris Hemsworth,
Yeah.
Mr. Thor, right?
Right.
But that movie was released after Thor came out. After he became a superstar and was a household name.
Then
and
they
Thor
try to
thing-
capitalize on that.
And they said, hey, let's release this movie that no
Star
one wanted.
power.
It was a piece of shit movie. We knew it was a piece of shit movie.
Yeah.
Let's sit on it until he becomes big, because we know he's going to become the next guy. And then they released Red Dawn with Chris Hemsworth. But a lot of people would watch it in the theaters knowing Thor already. And
Yeah.
like, why does he look young?
Yeah.
He looks younger in this movie. It's like, yeah, because he shot this movie before Thor.
Oh, no shit. What?
He did the movie before Thor. So
I didn't know that.
so
Oh,
he was
shit.
so they sat on the movie. So all I could tell you is that like I bet like watch like what if Keanu Reeves did John Wick and then did 47 Ronin, but just one release deal? I don't know. I could be wrong.
Could be.
In Japan, not anywhere else.
They took more time.
And when
with
they cast Keanu Reeves in the lead role, Japanese audiences bailed
Sure.
instantly. The film was so botched that Keanu wasn't even in the original ending. They CG inserted him during reshoots.
Oh,
the director
really?
was completely locked out of the editing room. The movie barely broke $150 million worldwide.
Wow.
So, yeah,
A disaster on every possible level. Legends of Oz pulled in just $3.7 million its
I never heard
opening
of this.
weekend, finishing with a worldwide total
Lord.
that didn't even crack a third of its production budget. It wasn't just a flop, it was a scam. The shady studio behind it strong-armed pension funds into investing. Animators went unpaid for months. The voice cast, Dan Aykroyd, Patrick Stewart, the
Dan
worst,
Aykroyd.
recorded their lines with no context, no footage, nothing. Behind the scenes, there were accusations of embezzlement. And publicly, the team promised it would be bigger than Frozen. What they delivered was a $70 million embarrassment that no one wanted to admit existed.
Wow.
Another year, another reboot that tanked.
Pan.
Studio execs
Oh,
pitched
yeah.
this one as a dark
That
reboot
was-
with the Moulin Rouge vibe.
Was that
What they
the one?
delivered was Hugh
Yeah, with
Jackman,
Hugh Jackman
eyeliner singing
playing the bad
Nirvana
guy.
with the children's choir.
But here's the thing: he doesn't play Captain Hook. Okay, this is supposed to be a prequel story. It's the story of how Peter Pan became Peter Pan. That's why Peter Pan is like a little kid, like a fucking like 9-year-old or some bullshit.
Yeah.
And Captain Hook is just like is a young 20-year-old. Captain Hook is like he's played by Garrett Hedlund, the guy who was
In this?
Yeah. So Garrett Hedlund, the main character in Tron Legacy, he's in this as a young Captain Hook who's like a good guy. And Hugh Jackman just plays some random like Blackbeard pirate or some bullshit. I don't know the fuck he is.
The backlash started early, especially after
Yeah,
they cast Rooney Mara, a white woman, as Tiger Lily, a Native American.
Yeah, that's Garrett Hedlund, the boy hanging upside down.
Yeah.
He's Captain Hook. That's Hook. So this movie,
confusing.
like Pan, it's another story. Honestly, it's a story that no one asked for. Like everybody knows
Yeah.
Peter Pan and everything.
That's all you're familiar with.
Why
That
do
was
we
your-
need like who
the backstory?
who
Of,
wanted like a backstory?
but we
of,
should tell a
like-
real story of how the shit came down, about how the guy who wrote it, how he
Oh yeah.
fathered those kids and then they died and all that shit. That was-
Yeah, give me a Rufio fucking backstory. Like Rufio the movie.
Character. Director Joe Wright later admitted he still has no idea what the movie was supposed to be. The result was a prequel to Peter Pan that cost $150 million and made even less.
Too much, dude.
There are bad remakes, and then there's Ben-Hur. They took a 4-hour
Yeah, oh
Oscar-winning
my
epic
God.
and tried to turn it
Don't-
into a
yeah, don't
2-hour
get me
action
started.
flick with CGI
So-
chariot race.
I put that on the same list I was talking to you at dinner the other night
Yeah.
of movies that nobody asked for
Yeah.
that should never have been made.
Ben-Hur is a fucking masterpiece.
And
At least for its time.
I
That
feel
still
that
is. It looks like they're trying to do like Gladiator right there.
yeah. But with Ben-Hur, like that's to me, that is like one notch lower from making Lawrence of Arabia the remake. Like people would burn like the movie theater down, the studio down. It's like, don't you dare try to remake Lawrence of Arabia. There's certain movies I feel like you
That's a
never.
shit you study at school, man. Like, leave it alone. There's
Yeah.
no way you can make it better.
I feel that there's certain movies, and if anybody's watching, I know we got like a couple viewers here, but if anybody, I'm looking this way, but I gotta look at the cameras over there, because my camera used to be over here, and I'm like, but if you got your camera, you're good, but I've always like, I felt that like, there's a short list, in my opinion, or just a list of movies that should just be left alone. Like, don't remake it, don't make a sequel of it, just... Like Gladiator should never have been touched. Gladiator was a great movie, Oscar winner, this and that. Don't touch it.
He dies at the end.
Yeah, he dies, and Rome is back to being a republic, and things are better now. But no, they fuck it all up. I mean, don't get me wrong.
It's a cash grab.
The story is based off a true.
I love
true
Denzel
events.
Washington, and I couldn't even get through the movie to see when Denzel started acting. I'm like, this is. My son and I were like, man, they're repeating the same formula, but it's not as good. Not even. Even when he's getting his men ready to fight, that wasn't even believable.
Yeah.
There was no dialogue. There was no like. It was fucking stupid.
And I'm sorry. I'm like it was really hard. I tried my hardest to believe, and I love Denzel. To try to believe like Denzel's gonna come in here with his fucking like Brooklyn accent or whatever. Yeah. It's like in the beginning, like one of the first things he says, he's like, name your country. I speak all the languages. Where are you from? And the guy just starts talking English. It's like, okay, cool. So you're a gladiator. You're one of mine now. I own you. Ha 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 ha. And I'm just like, dude, like, is he gonna just do that? Like, hey, give me training day. Give me training day. Hey, but we're in ancient Rome. I don't care. Give me training day. I want training day. Like, hey, you're one of mine. Let's go. Get the gladiator Coliseum. Like all that shit.
My man.
So
my Caesar.
So I feel that like Ben-Hur is a classic. Is a classic movie. Charlton Heston, this and that, all that stuff, and you made a reboot, not a sequel, but a reboot. You redid it with like a fucking budget cast. Like no one asked for this movie. No one said, you know what? I would like to see someone remake Ben-Hur. I was like, no, leave it the fuck alone. So that's the way I look at it. I feel that Ben-Hur is on that short list of movies that should have never been touched.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a classic. Leave it a classic. Don't ever redo it. You know, like when we're like in our 60s, 70s, I hope I don't see them say, hey, we're going to do a reboot of The Matrix.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, leave that fucking movie alone. Don't remake that fucking movie.
Yeah, reboot it with more. Yeah. Especially the first one. Come on. No. Even like Scarface. They're trying to find ways forever. They've been trying for like the past 10 years to reboot it or, you know what, I'm like, just leave it. It's already been done twice. Leave it alone.
Yeah. And I feel that like, when you say that, that clearly tells me one thing, is that that's a movie that's being birthed from studios. If you catch my drift.
It's like for money. I mean,
like there isn't no
cultural following is.
But you hear what I say? Like when I say the studio is making this, is wanting to do this, because the studio wants money.
Yeah.
But I don't see like an artist, like a directorial artist. I don't see like Christopher Nolan saying, you know what? I've always wanted to do Scarface. Yeah. You're never no. He won't say that.
And the whole mafia gangster genre is really burnt out now. Mm-hmm. There's not much more you can do. It has to be completely new and different.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done the same thing over and over and over again for so long. It's like you got to honor the classics. It's hard to bring up a new one. That's why The Departed was one, because it was a new version.
I have
things. You know what I mean?
I have a confession. Don't say anything. I've never seen The Departed.
Oh,
never. Of all, like I know, there's a lot of movies I still haven't seen.
You haven't seen The Departed?
I haven't seen The Departed. and part of it also is the fact that like
drinking cranberry juice when you're in your period.
I think.
See, if you watched it, you understand.
It might have came out when I was in Iraq. When did The Departed come out?
It was like 2016, I think. No,
actually,
you know what?
No.
I don't even know, because nowadays, I'm telling you right now, I'm watching all these movies. I'm like, that came out 20 years ago. I can't even believe it. Time just flies.
Yeah, that's why I don't know. Okay. So in my fucking defense, there is what I call.
It's Mark Wahlberg's best performance.
There is what I
Alec
call.
Baldwin. Everybody from the beginning to you. When you watch that, I was like, Martin Scorsese is finally going to get that Oscar. He's probably going to get as soon as when you watch, you're like, it's time. This is the one. Like when you watch Christopher Nolan and you watched Oppenheimer,
yeah,
you knew it was his time and everything was lined up, all the actors and everything. That's The Departed.
The stars were aligned. So in my defense, there is a period in my life that I like to call the great movie blind spot period, and that is the year between 2006 and 2007. Okay. Because I was in Iraq. I was in the war, and The Departed came out in 2006.
Damn.
So
2006. Really?
Yeah. It came out almost 20 years ago.
Oh my god.
This movie is 19 years old.
Oh my god, I'm telling you.
In 2 months, it will be technically 20 years old.
2 decades ago.
So
how did that happen? My goodness.
Yeah. So there's quite a bit of movies. Like when I got back from Iraq in 2007.
2006.
Yeah. So I got out of Iraq in like 2007, like in the summer of 2007, and I was playing catch up. And during my catch up period, like one of the first movies I saw when I got back from Iraq, I want to say was 300. I want to say it was 300.
Okay, we got to watch The Departed and then talk about it.
Yeah, I know.
The Departed.
300 came out. Yeah, 2006. Yeah. So I almost feel like.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're in Iraq, dude.
Let me see. Let me make sure this
I
isn't.
can't say anything.
Oh, wrong one. Let's go here.
Man, that's a lot.
And fix that. And okay, that's fine. Can I do this? Okay, cool. Anyway, so I in my movie defense, there are a handful of movies that came out during a time when I was just like, I wasn't in the U.S. And then when I came back and played catch up, certain movies like fell to the wayside. I almost feel like it was one for one. Where like I saw 300, that means I'm gonna miss Departed.
Yeah.
I saw this, so I missed that.
Was dope.
Yeah.
This shit was fucking dope.
And let me see. Can I get?
I didn't watch 300 Part 2. Did you watch that?
No, part 2. Yeah, that one was crap.
Yeah, I mean, what's Part 2 about, Luke?
I want to say it was a part.
Here we go again.
It was about the Navy.
That's other side of it.
Yeah, the Spartan Navy.
They referenced it.
Yeah.
Okay, that would make sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
And they try to be, I guess, more historically accurate with that horse shit or something.
Right.
But who cares? So, anywho, okay, cool. We got the living room camera too. All right. Yeah. So now we have the camera in the living room.
Yeah.
So I got the living room camera.
That's cool.
You, me, and what's over here. So I got everything. But yeah, going back just to reiterate, Ben-Hur, I believe, is a studio movie, meaning that the studio wanted money.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, we want money, and let's make something. Okay, let's reboot Ben-Hur, And then the same fuckers who were like, hey, everybody loves Scarface.
Mm-hmm.
Let's milk that cow again.
Mm-hmm.
What can we do? Oh, how about like Scarface 2, Scarface Jr. He has a son.
And he has a son, yeah.
That
he
was
got
like
from
long lost son. He was banging up Miami.
Yeah.
And let's just say like, this random fucking hooker has like his son or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then Manny's got another son, and then they'll be friends together.
Oh, we got to ban somebody. Abuse subset. Best viewers on streamboo.com. Remove the space.
Oh, what does that mean?
Yeah. I'm streaming for the first time. We're talking movies. So this is a spam. Someone's trying to promote.
No.
So what I do is I find the person here, and I have to block them. And now they're banned. So that's one of the things. You know how you get spam phone calls on your phone. You also get spam in the chat.
Oh, wow.
Whenever you stream,
wow.
like you do a podcast live or this, that, whatever, you're going to get people in the chat who are just, spam calls, spam shit, whatever. So, okay.
And slow motion sword fights. Morgan Freeman wandered around with what looked like a mop on his
Yeah,
head,
Rosanna,
and
we're
somehow
testing it out,
that
see
was
if
the
it works.
least ridiculous thing in the movie.
So,
Audiences didn't
if you
buy it.
can,
Critics didn't either. 25%.
if you do watch, the one thing I could ask is, can you hear Oscar? Okay, well, you're asking, so I'm just saying. Yeah. I got like 3 viewers, really 2. Woo! And like, I just want to know, like, so we're rocking one mic, and I'm like, can it reach?
I've been watching 2 down here.
Yeah, the yellow, yeah. As long as you're in the yellow, I think you're fine.
And then what happened was...
And less than $100 million worldwide.
Also, I don't know how
The
loud this
studio
is.
tried to reframe it as
Or
a
not.
faith-based movie after the fact, calling it a miss for the Christian market.
A
Nobody
faith-based
bought that
movie?
spin, and the film disappeared without a trace.
Who asked for that? Like, I want to know.
Warner Brothers handed Guy Ritchie
King Arthur, yeah.
$175 million to reimagine the Arthurian
Like, I
legend,
wanted this is
with
the movie
cockney
I want to
slang,
be
kung
good.
fu fight scenes, and
Okay?
CGI elephants.
Because there's like
They
some
even
parts of
gave
the movie
David
that look cool as shit. And yes, David Beckham is in the fucking movie.
Oh, wow.
David Beckham has
Wow.
a short part where he plays an asshole soldier.
Okay.
But the problem with the movie, 100%, was the director. Guy Ritchie directed it.
Yeah.
Guy Ritchie is known for making British mobster movies.
Yeah.
So he shot, he also did. He did What was it? Oh, he did the Sherlock Holmes movies.
Yeah.
With RDJ.
Yeah.
Those are phenomenal. They got I think they actually got Oscar for set design or something. And those work because the way he shoots his movies is that it's almost like Pulp Fiction a little bit, where he'll shoot a storyline, but then he'll fast forward to what they're talking about that's happening in the future. Mm-hmm. He's like, okay, here's the set. We're gonna go, do the heist at the bank, and then as they're talking about prepping it, they show scenes of them doing it already. So the movie fast forwards back and forth.
Yeah, I really like Snatch.
And that's how Snatch was done.
Really great.
Yeah, that's how Snatch was done. He tried to do a fantasy movie that way, and it completely fell flat.
I also think that even though this guy, the lead guy, the actor, he's a good-looking dude.
Yeah, Charlie Hunnam.
He just can't sell any fucking movies ever since this.
Yeah, I loved him in Pacific Rim.
That was about it, though.
And his career was built from Sons of Anarchy.
Right, and after that, that's true. He can't that. This was a flop, and then everything is not even the new fucking. I think the Netflix thing.
Yeah, we plays a serial killer.
Yeah, that does not look interesting. I heard it sucked.
I think he's trying to find
serious shit. Yeah,
he's trying to find a franchise for himself.
He's trying to be taken seriously, but
your Siri was
it
on.
just seems like he just doesn't. Everyone,
So this movie failed because of the directorial style, because a fantasy movie about King Arthur and all that stuff, you can't shoot it like a punk UK crime drama. Right. Because he
I don't know what you're talking
about. Yeah, he was
about,
dumb shit like that. And there were parts of the movie where I just got mad, where there's this part where it's supposed to be super serious and epic and dark and fantasy, where he goes to the nether realm or some bullshit. He goes through a portal in the water or some bullshit, where they told the young King Arthur,
is a fantasy movie.
Where he's you need to go to the different dimension, the fantasy dimension, and you need to prove yourself in these trials. And he has to fight monsters and giant snakes and all this stuff. And they fast forward through it. They don't let us see it. And I'm just what the fuck,
The fact that it's sold 149 million means that people went to see it.
Yeah.
But no one liked it as much to keep on going.
No.
I mean, 150 million for people to see. That's people showed up.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't that great.
It wasn't consistent. It didn't. And I think that's another movie. I believe this was another movie that was hunting for a trilogy that wanted to be a franchise.
Oh, fucking for sure.
And they couldn't do it.
See, King Arthur, Legend of the Sword.
Yeah.
It can be King Arthur, I don't know, pimping these hoes, whatever. Any sex scenes in this one?
Not really.
See, there you go again.
Imagine instead of Arnold Schwarzenegger, my name was Arnold Freakinegger, and instead of lifting and pumping loads, I lifted you and pumped my load inside you.
That's the way to fix a movie. Does it have more sex scenes?
That sounds more like a porn title than anything. King Arthur, Legend of the Sword.
It was too long, yeah. But, I mean, that's, I think, so his directorial style and consistency of tone. Because when they showed the bad guy, played by Jude Law,
he's the bad guy?
He's the evil uncle sorcerer. And he's doing some dark, evil shit. He's sacrificing his family members. Like, he murdered his wife, he murdered his daughter. He sacrificed them to gain more power. And it was dark and gothic and looked really serious. And then they show a scene with, like, King Arthur and his men, and they're cracking jokes and being goofballs. And I'm like, okay, now the movie wants to be funny? Like, are you doing dark gothic fantasy?
Yeah, you're right.
Or are you...
That's definitely directorial shit. You're right.
So it's like, choose a side. You can't be this and both be that, you know? Come on.
And you can't make space for like that. It has to be...
Charlie Hunnam played Arthur. Jude Law did his best as the evil king.
Yeah, he did great.
None of it mattered. It turns out that audiences just didn't want to see another reboot of The Legend of King Arthur.
Yeah, look at, you see this style of putting the camera right here in the face and this and that. Like, that worked with Snatch. That worked.
Warner Brothers pulled the plug on their 6-movie franchise plan immediately.
Yeah,
but for this, it doesn't
were
work.
Estimated at around $150 million.
Like, he cut and pasted the cinematography
still one of the worst performing tentpole movies the studio
Sherlock
ever
Holmes
released.
to this, and it didn't work.
The thing is,
this one had Peter Jackson's name on it.
Oh, Mortal
but not
Engines.
much
I had
else.
high hopes for this one.
He produced.
here's
The
one
director
thing
was
that
a
I think
total.
we agree on. It's like anything you sell, and like directly from restaurants.
Yeah.
You can have great food, great staff, but if you don't make people feel a certain way when they leave, they're not going to remember you. And that's the thing is they overthink shit like this. Even like, you know, like Coca-Cola. Look at Coca-Cola commercials, right? They don't sell soda.
No.
They sell celebration.
They sell a feeling. Yeah.
It's all about the way you feel. So if they don't make you feel a certain way, like you look at the numbers, people showed up, but they didn't feel a certain way. Like if you're not a director trying to make people feel a certain way, it's not gonna hit.
One of the things I kind of give to a lot of movies, I always ask, like to myself, does it pass the T-shirt test? And what I mean by the T-shirt test, I'm like, would I wear a T-shirt about this movie?
Mm-hmm. Right,
People wear shirts about Lord of the Rings.
Well, yeah.
People wear shirts about The Crow with Brandon Lee. And
right.
Like that. People wear like a Matrix or Star Wars shirt. But you're gonna watch.
If you don't spend that much money, you should be like, you know.
Would you wear a T-shirt?
Would you wear a T-shirt for this movie?
No.
That's a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
I like that actually. Yeah. I do.
And like it's
a good point.
It's basically a merchandise test.
Shit, yeah.
But that's very true because like the King Arthur movie, for example, you know, you take what you want from it, but by the time you get to the parking lot after watching the theaters, you forgot about it.
Yeah,
it doesn't stick with you.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. But like a movie, like a classic, like The Matrix, you go home and think about it. You're like, oh my
wow, you gotta tell everybody
what
about
the fuck?
it. You know, oh my god, this is yeah. And word of mouth is the most powerful marketing tool.
And like, dude, were you gonna talk about this to your friends at work the next day? No, you're not.
Yeah, you're gonna bug the shit out of people.
No. The script went through 6 rewrites.
They
spent a fortune building a giant mobile city set, and then barely filmed any of it. Actors were cast late.
It was
and rushed through training.
Wow.
So Mortal Engines, I think, is kind of pseudo-based off of some Japanese anime, and I had high hopes for it because it was Peter Jackson, the director of Lord of the Rings.
This was Peter Jackson?
Yeah, Peter Jackson did this movie. And again, it was supposed to be a trilogy. It was supposed to be a big trilogy and everything, but it had cool CG. It's in the dystopian future where cities are now mobile. Like you have the city of London, it's moving, and the city of whatever. But here's the one thing I saw when I watched it, and I hope he mentions it in the video, is that the main thing I believe this movie suffered from was too big of a cast. There was too many doubles, in my opinion. There was already like a young protagonist male character and a young female protagonist who might be the love interest. And then there's another female love interest. And then there's another male lead and another...
You know what I'm going to ask, right?
I'm about to make a name for myself.
Were there any sex scenes in it?
Surprise, motherfucker.
So
I'm just saying, any tension, any sexual tension, because when it's too serious, that shit's boring. Yeah. You gotta have some tension. At least some tension. Like, look at each other. Chemistry.
And none of that happened.
If it's too fucking serious, man, I'm like,
King in the castle, king in the
castle. Like, this is not gonna work.
Dave Chappelle's like, taking my penis off. Funny Dave Chappelle show.
Sexy back. Oh, you know what Oscar wants to do?
I'm just saying, like, you know, it should be part of it somehow. At least tension. But when it's the overtone, the tone of Raw is just so serious. It's like, fuck, man. And I know how fucked up this sounds, but even Star Wars had that sexual tension between him and turned out to be his fucking sister. But the whole time, even though they didn't fuck,
yeah, but the tension was there. And the tension made
and the chemistry was there and stuff like that. That's what I'm talking. Yeah, like you got different layers of situations like that. You know, it can't just be so fucking serious. No one wants to spend their whole time on something so fucking serious.
Yeah,
there's gotta be different layers of, you know. That's why I always ask: was there any sexual tension or some shit?
Nada. But
well, there you go.
What it did have, which I had too much of, is it just had its cast was bloated. It had too many people.
Just in case we got this. Just in case we got that.
But and then it added more, and then more, and then more, and I was just like, dude, like I can't keep track of everybody in this movie. There's too many people.
So now you're doing the work.
And I was like, kill these people or something. Kill them off. Just do something. Kill them or fuck them. I don't know.
Yeah, one or the other.
It's like,
you know, these people. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna do something or not gonna do something? Like, and it feels like you're doing work.
We had like 3 bad guys or 4 bad guys. It had like 5 good people, and then this like it was so bloated, and I was like, stop it, like just make it smaller.
Wow.
Jackson reportedly knew it was a mess and refused to promote it properly.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's tough.
The film was based on a 2001 young adult novel about predator cities roaming the earth after a global war. Audiences didn't get it, didn't care, and didn't show up. It opened to $7.5 million, dropped 76% the next weekend, and limped to an $83 million
That's
worldwide
nothing.
total. Deadline estimated over $100 million in losses.
That's nothing.
This was supposed to be the next Lego movie.
Playmobil.
It turned out to be
I
a
never heard about
90-minute
this.
Yeah, I know
no
this
jokes, no style, and no direction. They spent $75 million making it.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real
Daniel
quick. I'm gonna put the
Radcliffe
camera on
voiced
you.
a spy character who sings and dances like he's in a bad Fortnite knockoff. The marketing was non-existent. Some theaters got the
Yeah,
wrong cut of
non-existent.
the
I didn't hear
film.
about it.
On opening weekend in the US, it made just $670,000. That's across more than 2,000 screens, lowest per theater average ever for a wide release. Final box office worldwide was just $16.3 million. Critics called it the worst box office flop of all time. But they just didn't know what's going to happen next.
2020.
There's no single flop to point to in 2020. The whole industry went off a cliff. Thanks to the pandemic, most major releases either went straight to streaming or sat on the shelf. Studios lost hundreds of millions across the board. Mulan, Wonder Woman, 1984, Dolittle, Tenet, all of them were supposed to be big earners. None of them even got a fair shot.
Tenet was not.
We'll never know exactly how much money was lost that year,
Interesting.
but the entire box office was basically a black hole.
Or maybe it was just a lead actor.
Filmed in
Maybe carried it
2017,
well.
sat on a shelf for 4 years. That should tell you everything.
Damn.
Chaos Walking was based on a young adult trilogy no one explained properly. Not to audiences, and clearly not to the studio either. Test audiences were so confused they didn't know what they just watched. So, Lionsgate spent another $15 million on reshoots, and didn't even invite the original director back.
Damn.
Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley were coming off Spider-Man and Star Wars, and yet the movie barely made a dent. Less than a year later, Holland starred in No Way Home and brought the box office roaring back with a $1.9 billion haul. But Chaos Walking couldn't even crack $30 million. Strange World is one of the biggest flops in Disney's history. The marketing team didn't know what to do with it. Halfway through the campaign, they
Honestly.
quietly stopped pushing the movie. Test audiences said it felt like Journey to the Center of the Earth without any of the
Oh,
fun.
Stranger, yeah, it was.
And inside Disney,
With the guy having
nobody
a
could
crush on
figure out
another guy
who the movie
and all
was.
that stuff.
It just-
But there was no. It has nothing to do with the gay
voice
shit. It was just the fact that
talent
like
Jake Gyllenhaal,
the
Dennis
relationship
Quaid,
had no
Gabrielle
bearing
Union,
on the
and Lucy
story.
Liu, Strange
It was
World
all like,
opened
let's
to
just
a
put all the
record low
bullshit
$18
into all
million
these characters,
across
but then
Thanksgiving
very
weekend.
simple
Final global
fucking-
gross
Yeah.
was just $73 million. Losses came in at $190
Because-
million.
I'll admit to that because it has nothing to do with homophobia or any of that bullshit. None of that.
No.
It was a fact that like
Yeah,
I
always
watched.
lean towards left, but
Yeah.
we're gonna call it what it is. And these were my.
It was an unrelated love story or crush.
Yeah.
Because he could have been straight. The guy could have been straight. And I would still say the same shit. Where like here they are going on a fantastic journey with like crazy animals and monsters and all this shit. And then the guy's talking about a crush she has in high school. And I'm like, hey, okay. You know, we're going into a new world with monsters and flying ships but the movie's gonna take its time to stop and talk about the crush you have back in high school.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? It's just like
It was just like too. Yeah, I'm saying it was just too woke for me.
and it just detract from it. It didn't fit in the
And
scenery.
every ethnicity is different.
Yeah.
And married with each other, like it was just.
$7 million.
I'm good. Nothing wrong with any of that. It's just the way it was. Just it wasn't that. It
For the
wasn't good
second
movie.
But it was
year in a row,
arbitrary.
I'm-
Disney
I'm
claimed
actually
the
glad this one
biggest
failed.
box office
Oh, this one was
disaster.
horrible. I
The
hate this
Marvels
movie.
wasn't just a flop. It was the first sign
This was
the
also
MCU
way
might
too
actually
woke,
be
too.
running out of steam.
And it made no
Brie
fucking
Larson
sense.
filmed most of her
Like
scenes without
the part where she goes to the planet where they sing to communicate. I was gone. I was like,
Are you serious?
You guys are stupid as fuck.
Without a full script. Scenes were rewritten daily, major reshoots. Whole characters and plot
And then,
threads
like,
got
the
cut.
bad guy, the
And
bad
director
person
had
was
already
just
moved
bad
on to
for
her
being
next
bad.
project
Like, there's no
before
reason
post-production
behind
was
it.
finished.
And that's a
It
sin
opened lower than
against
any MCU film before it.
acting.
Bob Iger
Because
publicly
even the
admitted
bad
Marvel
guys
was
believe
oversaturated,
they have a good
and this
point.
was the movie that proved
And
it.
They
also-
believe they're the good guy.
Yeah.
You know, bad guy is not just
That's
bad
the
guy.
thing, is that, like, no one is the bad guy in their own story.
Right.
Like, even
Right.
Hitler thought he was doing the
Right,
right thing.
right,
He
yeah.
thought, I'm saving the world, you know? And
I
so...
couldn't stand how Brie, whatever her fucking name is, she just became this
Brie
total
Larson?
fucking Karen bitch.
Oh, yeah.
She won an Academy Award. I didn't know that.
Yeah, for doing an indie movie.
Yeah.
You give her big movies and shit.
Yeah, and then she just.
So she's in the
Went
upcoming.
straight to your head.
She's in the Mario movie sequel. She plays Princess Buttercup or something, like the other
Cool,
princess.
nice. Well, I hope she does better
Yeah.
because
But I mean, like, but on voice only, she just sounds like another white girl talking.
that's
It's
true.
just like, okay, big deal. Who cares?
And then like when they would have the promos for the cast, and you know, I'm the best Avenger. I'm the strongest.
Yeah.
I'm the woman. I am this, and I'm like, dude, that's. Everybody was like, you can tell everybody was just fed up with it.
Yeah. Well, there's a big discussion, and I don't want to get started on it, but there's like a big
You
discussion
can have your favorite, but
talking
goddamn, it's supposed to be a
about
team.
how Marvel doesn't know how to do female superheroes.
Hmm.
Because people always say, like,
That's
why
the
is it
point.
that people always ask, like, why is it that, like, everybody loves Iron Man,
Right.
but everybody hates fucking, fucking Miss
Black
Marvel,
Widow, yeah.
or Black Widow, whatever, all that shit. It was like, well, here's the thing: when they put Iron Man on the screen, when Jon Favreau did a great job with it, they showed this man who's flawed,
Right.
and you traveled with him in this journey of self-discovery and becoming the better person. And then he became the superhero that he is. We saw him progress.
Yes.
But 9 times out of 10, when they put like a female superhero on the screen, they're perfect from day one.
You know what I'm gonna say?
They don't fuck enough.
No, this is probably even worse.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I'm thinking one thing,
Oh, shit.
because like Robert Downey Jr., like Iron Man, he had one thing that they don't show. Like, I think you're right about they're not writing him correctly. Accountability.
Uh-huh.
That's it. They're perfect from the beginning.
Yeah,
They
and
don't
that's...
go through anything. They don't learn anything.
And that's what I
They're
hate
just
about
fucking
this shit.
perfect. It's like, that's not human beings, man. You gotta go through shit.
For the-
Every time you write a story, there's an intro, there's a problem, there's a good moment, and
Yeah.
there's a moment where you lose everything. At
Yeah.
that moment where you lose everything, you lose everything,
climax.
and it takes accountability to know what the fuck you have to change, and the audience has to see you change and make that effort and actually fucking genuinely win.
Yeah. And even Captain Marvel, like, I enjoyed Captain Marvel for what it was worth, but that movie's completely flawed too, because the whole premise of her is that she's all powerful, she's perfect,
Yeah.
and all she had to do was stop listening to these stupid men telling her what to do.
There you go.
And then she became the powerful one.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm just like,
All right. Yeah, that's
so
beautiful. Exactly what we want.
Whereas
yes.
it's like, okay, so she's not flawed at all. She just was being held down by other people.
Right.
It's like, and
You
again,
did nothing wrong, girl.
Yeah.
You're perfect.
same
you don't,
thing with,
you don't need
like-
to learn anything. Just stop listening to men. Okay.
and same thing with all these other like renditions where it's just like, they're perfect, and they just need to stop listening to people, as we said. But then again, as I said, like you watch even Thor, like he gets his shit taken away from
Right.
There was a powerful performance with Anthony Hopkins, and you saw him grow from being an arrogant, war-loving wannabe
There you go.
to being a humble king.
There you go through something.
And people like, I like Thor. Okay? And then you see, again, Tony Stark. He was a drunk. He was a womanizer.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know what he wanted to just make weapons and be a playboy. And then he got his fucking ass blown the fuck
Right.
up.
He got
And-
humbled.
And then he got. If you try to do that to like a female superhero in Marvel,
everybody will go
people are like,
listen.
"Oh, you hate women."
Yeah.
It's like, no, humble that bitch.
It's a fucking human- he's a human being, bro.
Have her fucking like
Go through
learn.
some shit, yep.
And then she's like, "Now I achieved." And that's the thing, is that like they don't earn it. They don't
Yeah.
fucking. It's just like every time we see like Marvel tried to pick watch like fucking what was it, Shang-Chi, the kung fu version of Marvel. The guy, the main character Shang-Chi, he has to struggle. he's going through ups and downs and turmoil and everything. But then when you see a sister, she's the boss. She's the grand master. Her character doesn't change from start to finish. There is no arch for her. She stays one tone the whole way through because she's perfect.
Yeah, that's
you know.
boring.
And I'm just like, no one cares about her because she's perfect, and there's no trial or tribulation for her to fucking overcome. You know, and
I just paid my money to watch this shit.
Yeah,
and
it's
be
just
like,
like-
I'm so. And there was no fucking in this one either.
Yeah, there's no fucking. There's no.
Say hello to my new friend!
You know.
Second year in a
I'll try not
row,
to
Disney
go
claimed
that
the
to
biggest
death.
box office disaster. The
This
Marvels
was so
wasn't just a
bad.
flop. It was the first sign the MCU might actually be running out
And
of steam.
one of the things they do
Brie
in here that
Larson
I
filmed
hate
most
so
of her
much
scenes without a full
with Marvel,
script.
with the
Scenes
MCU,
were rewritten
is
daily.
that whenever
Major
you watch like
reshoots,
Avengers,
whole characters
Iron
and plot
Man,
threads
or
got
this
cut.
or that,
And the director had
Samuel
already moved on
Jackson
to
who
her
plays
next project
Nick Fury,
before post-production
he's
was
badass.
finished.
She's like,
Yeah.
I'm Nick Fury, motherfucker.
It opened
Yeah.
lower
But then when
than
you
any
put it,
MCU
when you see
film
Nick
before.
Fury in the fucking
Bob
Marvels,
Iger publicly
he's all like,
admitted
"Where's the
Marvel
kitty?
was oversaturated.
Hey, you
And this
girls
was
do
the
all the
movie
hard
that
stuff.
proved
I'm gonna be a goofball."
The final
I'm
budget,
like, why
including
are you
marketing,
making Nick
reportedly
Fury a
crossed
bitch just because he's in an
450
all-female movie?
The
now?
film made just
Like, I don't get it.
$206 million.
That's what really
Like,
sucks.
wait,
That's
wait.
just coming to an end. I'm not
Yeah.
that fucking bullshit.
Oh yeah, no,
coming
it's
to an
no,
end.
it's
The
not.
delusion is
It's not
coming
The
making
to
any
original
an end.
money.
Joker made over $1
Yeah.
billion
Oh, I haven't
and
seen
won
this,
Joaquin
so, like,
Phoenix and Oscar.
That's another one. I haven't
A
seen the
sequel
Joker.
was guaranteed.
I haven't
But
seen the
this
first
time
one.
they
First
shot
one or
it as a
second one?
musical.
Okay.
Half the
Okay.
crew
That's
didn't
it,
even
man.
know
That's
until filming
okay.
had already
Oh
started.
shit!
Okay.
Say
Bring
hello
out
to my new
the
friend!
John
Nobody
Wick.
talks about.
I did one John Wick. I gotta do all of them, but you gotta watch
The
The
original Joker
Departed
made
Yeah.
over
and
$1
Joker
billion
1.
and
And then we gotta
won
talk
Joaquin
about
Phoenix and
that.
Oscar.
We got like 3-4
Sequel
more
was
episodes to do
guaranteed,
now.
But this time they shot it as a musical. Half the crew didn't even know until filming had already
Hey,
started.
what's up, Dead? Dead
Lady
Ed.
Gaga's musical numbers were filmed on massive custom-built sets, some costing over $15 million each.
Damn.
After bad test screenings, most of those sequences had to be reshot.
So my viewer just did that. He did the sound effect.
Oh,
So
that's
people,
what's up.
so people can come in. So I'm,
That's
I'm
cool.
teaching my boy Oscar how like streaming and shit works. So, but yeah, people can come in on the stream and play sound effects.
That's what's up.
So it's not just us controlling it. So he's, if you look here, he's that purple icon. That means he's watching us on Twitch.
That's cool.
Okay. If they're watching us on YouTube, they'll show a YouTube icon here. So.
I tracked down the 30 most humiliating box.
Okay, so hold on, let me do this. Okay, I got a quiz for you.
Okay.
All right, this is gonna be a fun quiz.
How do you get more people to watch? Like, how do you invite or like send it out?
I'm just gonna share the,
Just keep doing it.
just
share
keep
the
on. That's,
content?
yeah,
Okay,
the main thing, like,
Let's keep
yeah,
it.
I haven't streamed in so long because my photography's taken over my life basically.
Right.
But this idea of doing a movie podcast with you and having
just keep
having a
fucking
third
doing
person would be key.
Yeah.
Like 2 at the minimum, but having
Yeah.
a third person would be key.
Yeah.
But-
bounce off each other and just keep doing it.
And also, I feel like having 3 people allows us to like rest in a sense. Like I don't feel like because we're going
To keep up.
back and
Yeah,
forth.
that's true.
And but anyway, I digress. So with podcasting and streaming in general, yes, you can share, you can promote it, blah, 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 whatever. But the real thing is consistency. Like you got to do it every other day or every day or whatever. Yada yada, over and over again. Because when I was streaming, when I was gaming and streaming all the time, like I would actually have like maybe 50 people watching or this or that. Like I had decent numbers for just being a guy who did it part time. So that's how you when it comes to streaming, podcasting, especially and also you want to spread it as far as you can. Like right now, I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Okay, Facebook doesn't really matter anymore, but having it on YouTube and Twitch helps out a lot. Plus, having it on YouTube, we can re-watch this. This video now lives there forever.
That's cool. And I got the link for it.
Yeah,
right?
you have the link, and you can go back and see it.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
And whenever you want, let's do more. This is actually really
Oh,
fun.
that was great. So I'm gonna put you on a movie quiz. So let me just put this in the background, and let me increase the main volume and decrease this
So
volume.
we're headed that right there.
Yeah. So Ed, how you been, man? I know you haven't seen me in forever, and I haven't heard from you in forever. So we got 2 viewers, and let's see here. Let's go.
Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself, yeah.
Yeah, let's do this. So, okay, let me see another one of these sound effects. I want to see how loud it is.
I could use it for ass kick, I'll be very honest with you.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's.
Do you think we're gonna get there like in 200 years?
Yeah,
I think so.
if we stop fucking around.
I think AI is gonna take us there.
Honestly, like, I don't think we're going to take us there. I think, like, we're going to give a lot of control to technology, and
Yeah.
technology is going to take us there.
So maybe
Because
that-
technology
yeah.
doesn't get religious or political or
Right,
whatever. You
right.
know, they don't care about this.
It's gonna be like a utopia. Let's see how long that lasts.
You had 3 inches of snow? Where you at again? I forgot. You're not in Alaska, are you? So, yeah, he's talking to us right now.
That's what's up.
So feel free, you can respond to him. You know, whatever he says, you can say what up. So, I
Alright.
want to quiz you. Because this is really fun for me. So, one of the things, some of these are going to be really easy. Some of these are going to be hard.
All right.
Okay? So, something that I found out recently. Oh, North Dakota. Oh, fuck. 35 miles from Fargo, yeah. Yeah, shit, you got snow in North Dakota. So, one of the things that's fascinated me, and this is an international angle of movie discussion, is... Oh, hey, Ed. Can you hear my boy Oscar? Because we're using one mic, and I don't know, like, how loud he has to talk.
Hello. Testing. 1 2 1 2.
So let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat how he sounds as he answers my quiz, my trivia questions. So anyway, turn this down a little bit more. He isn't too loud, but yes. So okay, you can hear him. Okay. So when he answers my questions, let me know if you can't hear him or whatever.
All right.
So he isn't too loud. Okay. So
Okay, how about this right now?
you're in the red. You're in the red.
Okay, projecting voice.
So I found out something funny about Demolition Man.
The movie?
Yeah, the movie.
Okay.
So Demolition Man.
Yeah.
Oh, ad popped up. Oh shit. So ads are playing. Okay. So anyway. So are you still here, Ed? Because I want you to hear this. This is cool. 45 seconds? Okay, let me turn down the heat.
I gotta go soon too. Is it late?
So, something that's always fascinated me, I've always found to be funny.
The 3 shells?
No.
The 3 seashells?
Is oh, excuse me. Is the fact that many movies, almost all movies,
Yeah.
all have. Okay, you're back, Ed. All right, cool.
And we're back.
Almost all movies, primarily American movies, of course. All American movies all have drastically different names in different countries.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? And this has always fascinated me because some of them are simple and some of them are bonkers and funny as shit and have funny backstories.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll give you a simple one. Here's an easy one that I know. The movie The Hangover.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
Here in America, in modern English language, we know what the word hangover means. We have the word for hangover.
Okay.
If I say hangover, you know what that means. It means that you drink too much the night before and you feel sick the next day.
Right.
In France, in the French language, there is no word for hangover. Okay? There is not a French word for
Oh
hangover.
shit, okay.
So, when the movie The Hangover came out in France, if my memory serves me correct, and somebody can fact check me or whatever, when the movie came out in France, it was called Really Bad Trip.
Okay.
And then Really Bad Trip 2, Really Bad
Okay,
Trip 3.
all right.
So that's just a funny thing.
Yeah.
So, but that makes sense because
This is a trip, like, really bad trip.
because they don't have the word for hangover in French.
Okay.
So they have to call it Really Bad Trip.
Okay.
So that's a problem with something being lost in translation.
Right.
Okay? But then there's also movies that have completely different titles because of cultural reasons.
Right, yeah.
And other stipulations. Like, for example, that crappy movie with Gerald Butler, Gods of Egypt.
Yeah.
In Egypt...
Did they take that God's part out?
Yeah, in Egypt and the Middle East, it would actually be considered sacrilegious to call them gods.
Right.
Depicting Egypt and shit like that. So they called it Kings of Egypt.
Okay.
So they had to change the name for cultural reasons. So
you should have just called it a shitty movie.
Yeah, called it like shitty.
It would have made more sense.
Hey, any fucking in this movie?
There's plenty of it, and it still sucked. Oh damn! That was a shitty movie. We just called it a shitty movie.
There's that. Now, there's also what I call marketing reasons. Okay, where the movie is completely different because of marketing reasons.
Okay.
And this is one of my favorites and this is the reason why I want to talk about this topic to end the podcast. Is to talk about this and quiz you, is the movie Demolition Man. The movie Demolition Man is a standalone sci-fi movie with Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes in a futuristic LA fighting his way to justice. Big deal, okay? So the problem here is that when the movie was marketed overseas, and it did well in overseas, during the 80s and 90s, if it had Stallone, Schwarzenegger, or Van Damme, it sold like hotcakes.
Yeah, and, Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, and especially the foreign market. They love, especially Arabs. Us Arabs and fucking shit like my parents, Mexico, my family, they just eat up those fucking like action movies. So, hold on a minute. Fucking, I have YouTube Premium, but if I play music, I still get ads. The only thing I get ads on is music. So, anyway, what's up, babe?
Hey, I'm going to bed.
You want to hang out for a second? Because you could join in. You'll enjoy it. So,
What do you mean,
No, you're fine. So, what's up, baby? As you put
sniffing my armpit?
As you put it on my face. It's in my face.
I had to stretch.
And says Peach
already in the movie. Look
at that. It's like we're gonna get like 100 viewers now.
Big ass microphone just blocking the camera.
No, it's right where I want it to be.
Right,
that's right in between us. So Oscar has his own camera right there.
Yeah, look at you. You got your own camera.
Yeah, look, we get it right here.
So Demolition Man.
Mm-hmm. So here's the marketing reason, right? Demolition Man is known as Demolition Man.
Where's the dog? There.
To us Americans, it's a standalone movie.
Sci-fi movie.
Standalone.
Right, standalone.
It's not part of a franchise.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Well,
what the fuck did they do with it?
In Yemen, and in many parts of the Middle East, they found out the audience didn't respond well to this random movie with Stallone. Because in the Middle East, everybody knows Stallone as Rambo. Mm-hmm. That's a Rambo! Rambo! Everything Rambo! It's kind of like my parents when I was growing up asking for a Sega Genesis or a PlayStation. They're like, oh, you want the Nintendo. Everything's Nintendo.
Yeah.
All they think is Nintendo.
Yeah.
Same thing here. They see Stallone. He's a Rambo. Rambo, my friend, he's a Rambo. Look at this. He's a Rambo. And the studio was like, well, we need to cater to their naivety. So Demolition Man in Yemen and in other parts of the Middle East is known as Rambo the Destroyer.
Shut up.
And
no. I thought it was going to be like Rocky versus Apollo.
It did smoke.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that. If you want the smoke, hold on. Yeah, that's zero.
I thought it'd be called
the Rambo gun. Oh, you mean the pig?
You mean the pig? The pig?
And hold on.
Speaking of pigs,
can you click in here with the mouse? Just click in here. Yeah, that's it. And I'll just go.
Are you gonna get my sleep?
So,
I got 5 hours of sleep last night. I may work from home tomorrow.
You gonna work from home?
Maybe. And then I'll just need to... Maybe I'll just stop by the office on the way back home on Thursday.
Okay, it's up to you. I mean, M60 is called the Pig. Eats up... Oh, yeah. The M60, which was later replaced by the 240 Bravo, which is what I fired in Baghdad. So anyway, so that got me thinking. I was like, okay, let me look at this. So that just made me laugh. That because of cultural reasons, and they want to sell more tickets.
Yeah.
They said, let's call Demolition Man Rambo the Destroyer and just tell the people that, oh yeah, it's a movie about Rambo in the future. And they ate it up. And it sold tickets back in the 90s in Yemen. It's fucking ridiculous. All right, so here's the quiz. All right? I'm going to tell you the movie title.
Let's go.
The what?
I'm ready for a quiz. I'm like, let's go.
What do you say?
I said, are you ready for the quiz?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, what is it?
So, as I said, some of these are easy. Some of them are hard. All right?
Oh, there's multiple?
Yeah. I'm going to tell you the movie title, the foreign movie title. Just guess the movie.
Okay.
That's it.
Go.
Okay, easy one. The War of the Stars.
The War of the Stars. Star Wars?
Yes. So.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. So, correct. So, that's the French title for Star Wars.
Okay.
In Spanish, it was The War of the Galaxies.
La Guerra de la Galaxia? Oh, it was Guerra de la Galaxia. That's right.
Really?
Oh, shit. That's right.
I've never seen Star Wars in Spanish.
Yeah, I remember it. Oh.
Have you seen the movies in Spanish? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Well, I watched them in English first.
Oh.
And then try to watch them in Spanish.
What happened?
I was like, I already know what's going on. I mean, they did a good job, but it's mostly Spaniard actors, so it's a Castilian accent for the most of it. At least back in the day, you're like, man, this is man.
It was made in the 70s,
so other changes in Germany, the Millennium Falcon became the Speeding Falcon. In France, Han Solo was known as Jan Solo.
Jan.
And his Wookiee sidekick got the name Chico.
Chewie was
Chico?
Chewie, a mechanic, he's Mexican.
Pero no fue Chico, no.
No fue Chico, grandote. Right, and you got Arturito.
Yeah,
Arturito.
Yeah, exactly.
Whistling.
Exactly.
Arturito.
And their ship in France was known as the Millennium Condor.
Lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sell.
So that's an easy one for you.
Alright, I'm going to bed.
Alright, you're out of here?
Yeah. Good night.
You don't want to hear the next one?
Okay, one more.
Okay, it's easy.
But I'm
Maybe. This is a little easy.
falling asleep.
Okay, the next movie title. Night of the Night.
Night of the Night?
Batman?
You kind of have it.
Are you serious? Batman? Part 2?
Which is called?
The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
So, in Spain, that was the title of The Dark Knight. Night of the Night. And Knights of the Night, it's Night as in K-N, and then the second Night is N-I. So it's Knight of the Night.
Night of the Night.
So it's Night the person,
of the night.
I was
and then
right.
Night as in... Yeah. So,
yeah.
So that's Night of the Night. In Spain, that was a title for The Dark Knight.
Catchy.
And gloomy... Okay, since you're getting the quiz, I'm putting the main camera on you. So you get the big camera right here. All right. So next one, question number 3. Okay. Okay, this one you have to hear before you leave because it's hard. All right. Yes. Okay. And this is one of the movies. And here and we don't like this movie. We actually all of us hate this.
I just want to say.
Okay. We all hate this movie.
God. Oh my God.
So if you get this one.
No, you just predicted the future.
What?
No.
What?
A Trump movie.
There already has been a Trump movie.
No, but like after he. After his.
My impression right now is going to be a Trump movie.
What?
Yeah.
You.
I'm saying there's going to be another Trump movie after he's done.
There's going to be a whole bunch of Trump movies, of course.
After his office. Yeah.
Okay, so here's this one's hard.
I'm just saying, like, there's going to be a bunch.
I'm going to have to give you some clues to get this one.
Just
if you
go.
Okay, guess the movie. Guess the movie.
All right.
The movie is called Superpower Dare Die Team.
The 18?
Superpower Dare Die Team.
Superpower Dare Die.
Suicide Squad?
Oh, the Suicide Squad. No.
Oh, that's
You're not gonna
thinking.
get it. It's not.
What year was it?
So this was I'm gonna give you some clues, okay?
Guardians of the Galaxy?
The Departed.
Is it a Marvel or DC?
No.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No, it's not
So-
superheroes.
Okay, so it's not. But superpower.
Superpower
No,
team
they're not.
dies.
It's hard.
Wait, say it again. I want to guess it.
It's not gonna help. But Superpower Dare Die Team.
Okay, and the movie came out when?
So I want to say this movie came out in the 2010s, and it's a remake, and it's one of the worst remakes ever. That's a clue. It's one of the worst remakes ever. And I'll give you another clue. One of the worst woke remakes ever. Okay? And it's a reboot of a classic, beloved 80s movie.
Transformers?
No. Transformers was only animated in the 80s. So,
Superpower what?
Superpower Dare Die Team.
Power Rangers. TMNT.
No, but you're kind of a little bit in a little bit of a right ballpark.
Ghostbusters.
You got it.
No way!
No
fucking way! I got it!
But which
I
one?
fucking got it!
Which one? Get in camera if you're gonna be happy and smiling. Come
Wow.
on. What the fuck? Like you're giving
I
it.
fucking
I'm
got
not
it!
gonna get that.
Ghostbusters!
There's only 3 people.
How did you
You gotta
get
get the
Ghostbusters?
stool here. So,
Yeah.
where's the stool, baby?
She got it.
I got it!
She got it.
So,
I can't believe that.
Yeah, how did you even think that?
Because I love Ghostbusters.
Yeah, there's no way I was gonna get that, honestly.
Because it came out
So-
in
2010s, it was a reboot.
yeah, and it's horrible. And it's woke as fuck. We're like, how do you
the
kill?
women win? No.
Yeah,
That didn't come out in maybe 2018 or something.
Yeah.
17?
Yeah.
18?
I was thinking like 2012.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the all-female Ghostbusters,
Yeah.
and the other clue I was going to try to give you is the country, and the country is China.
That's what they call it.
In China, the Ghostbusters reboot with the female crowd was called Superpower Dare Die Team. And you got to remember this, because this will help you further along in the quiz, is that China always has the most fucked up translations. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's a whole different...
Yeah, like how do you get, but another thing about this that I like is that it's another example of cultural adjustments. Okay?
No.
Just like Gods of Egypt couldn't be called Gods of Egypt because they can't use the G word. Okay? They can't say gods. So that's why Gods of
ghosts
Egypt.
over there? They don't believe in ghosts?
Exactly. So in China, they have strict rules prohibiting any promotion of cults or superstition. So, like stuff like Harry Potter and if they talk about magic and superstition and ghosts, that's prohibited in China.
That's crazy.
So they couldn't say Ghostbusters. They had to say something stupid like Superpower Team. So
Superpower Dare Die Team.
stupid
That
as
sounds
fuck.
more Chinese now.
Yeah,
when I think about
fucking
it.
like dumb as
Say
shit.
it with a Chinese accent.
So Superpower Chinese.
say that?
I saw
Dare
Superpower
Die
Dare
Team.
Die Team.
Yeah, there
Number
you
one
go.
noodle. It's a number one noodle. Get the Superpower Die Team. So I told that was hard. Okay.
Yeah, that was. I wasn't gonna get that.
Okay, so this one's okay. So the first clue I can always give you, if you get stumped a little bit, I'll just give you the country. I have no problem giving you the country.
Yeah.
Okay? So let me know if you want to know the country. But here's another one. Title: A very powerful whale runs to heaven. Even though I've never seen a whale run.
That's the
Lost in
title?
Heaven?
A very powerful whale runs to heaven.
Free Willy!
You got it.
Yeah.
That,
Okay.
Easy.
That's
Now-
exactly what I was thinking.
Easy.
Now, okay, actually, I'll take that back.
Ready
For extra
Guys
credit,
goes to heaven.
you have to guess the country.
Oh.
Yeah. The beloved
Is it a
tearjerker.
developed country?
Yes.
Okay.
The beloved. Don't overthink it.
France.
No. The beloved tearjerker Free Willy is known for its happy ending. The blank country saw things a little differently. However, given the movie the above title, then again, Willie did jump, not run, to the metaphorical heaven of the ocean, of the open ocean. But the reason why I'm saying, like, you know, you should be able to figure this out as far as the country is, what did I say earlier? China has elongated, ridiculous translations.
Yeah. So is it China?
It's China.
Okay.
Because that's the style. Think of it this way: superpower dare die team. When it's overly wordy and stupid, if it's overly wordy and ridiculous sounding, more often than not, it's China. Okay? So if it's going to take something that sounds simple like Ghostbusters and make it superpower dare die team, China. Something simple like Free Willy and make it a very powerful whale and runs to heaven, where it's wordy, ridiculous, and overly specific.
And the whale doesn't run.
It does, yeah, it's overly specific.
So that's not English.
Okay, so she got Free Willy and she got extra credit by it's China. Okay, so next one. All right.
I already gone.
Oh, you gonna go? Okay.
Tired,
I'll speed run it then.
Yeah,
I'll do it real
me
quick.
Too.
Okay, he's a ghost.
I gotta leave. This room.
Okay, The Sixth Sense.
He's falling asleep over here outside.
I'm just tired.
We're continuing the quiz.
Let the man rest.
We're continuing the quiz.
All right.
We'll be back for part 2 and 3 and 4.
Oscar came over for a cord.
No, we were talking about
and
doing
got
this.
wrapped into this
he wanted to do this.
We've been talking about it. Let's just do it.
Yeah. I was like, you want to test it? I was like, yeah, let's go.
No. I wanted to do this. But I also have to.
There better be some fucking in this.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Is there fucking?
No, just,
Imagine instead of Arnold Schwarzenegger, my name was Arnold Freakinegger, and instead of lifting and pumping loads, I lifted you and pumped my load inside you.
Okay, hold on. Let me sign off. I'll walk you out.
Here.
All right. So, all right, guys. This was a good test. If this continues to be successful, I'm always looking here. I forget the camera's over here. I'm thinking I might rebrand the channel to a podcast channel and get more people here and talk and build my big green screen and all this shit. Oscar will be back. He'll be actually a mainstay. He'll be the main. Like, I won't do this without Oscar.
Yeah, no.
Because he's going to be the main thing. And
we have plenty more to discuss.
And then, and we can always bring, like, special third-party guests or whatever and, talk more about this shit.
Like Jaja.
And Jaja. And I'll get, like, better chairs set up and more whatever. And, like, have maybe camera set up in a better place where we can see everybody. Have some drinks here because we're going to take some shots when we fuck up. So, stuff like that.
That's coming.
Yeah, definitely. So anyway, I'm gonna sign off. Love you guys. I'll see you around, and hasta luego.
Dead or alive, you are coming.
I've got news for you. You're mine now. You belong to me.
The whole thing?
Yeah, do your thing.
What was it like? До свидания, Arvidsane, hasta luego, ciao, or whatever.
I thought you had like a song or something.
Oh, I did it. Did I have a song? Or I just ended with it. Peace. Love you guys.